The NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Nashville. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
At the 28-yard line.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can... stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Tannehill escaping the pressure right. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. A first down carry for Henry. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
A gain of 11.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Ingram. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Loss of a yard.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a third down. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. He'll buy some time right. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
A gain of 15.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackled by Christian Fulton. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. They go screen. This is Ingram. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Give him 16 yards on the play. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. We're scoreless after one.
Quarter with no score.
Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2 as they go to work on a first and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score. About 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Wow. A little bit after they give up a touchdown.
It's Henry, and he'll scratch out only about
Play calls. I'm going to be correct, but I would like to see them open played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on
from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. A handoff. It's Mark Ingram. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Ball carrier.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked Gatlin up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, he kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll get the first and more inside the 20. And down to the 19-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Leon Clowney brought
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
Josh, you ain't got no space back here for that, babe. I don't know why she let you bring this ball back here.
Use one of their timeouts.
There ain't no space back here for that
As
ball.
we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
There's no space back here for that ball, Lisa.
Come on, Josh. Come on.
Here, take your ball. There's no space back here for that, Josh.
Give me the ball. Come on,
You
go back
bump
to
your head on something.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson has got a deep complete. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. On 3rd down, Jackson. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Play action. It's Jackson rolling to his left. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a long to play. Not what you need. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. And that is no good. He pulled it just a wee bit wide left. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not got too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Well, they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
At the 22-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Now it's Tannehill. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Taken in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
5-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
All right, CD, I want to fit in your preseason predictions here. This is now our 5th year together in the booth. Hard to believe time flies, but it's an annual tradition that you tell us how you think things are going to shape up in each conference. Let's start with your thoughts on the AFC.
All right, let's start in the East. I like in the team. And I do think it's going to come back more.
Different from you. I like your conference.
Down, here's Henry. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
The ball carrier.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operated.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Tannehill to his top target, Brown, for a Tennessee first.
On first down, Henry. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. They'll run with Henry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
All right, this gives us a chance, Charles, to go back to your playoff predictions. We covered the AFC. What do you see happening in the NFC?
All right, let's go with the division winners. Dallas in the East, Green Bay in the North. Let's see, New Orleans in the South, and out West, San Francisco. Wild cards, I think two are come from out West, Arizona and Seattle. And the third wild card, I think it's going to come from the South, and Tampa Bay gets in. Now, I don't believe Tampa Bay's going to the Super Bowl. I think New Orleans and Seattle will slug it out for the Super Bowl champs, and I'm going with New Orleans to find their way in.
Okay, so you got the veteran Breeze against Lamar Jackson in the Super Bowl, and who ultimately do you have winning that one, CD?
Oh, yeah.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it.
All right, while we have a second here, Charles, let's look ahead to Week 2 on the NFL slate. Some great games coming up. I'm just looking early here Sunday. You got Carolina, Tampa Bay. Wondering if Tampa can get the win there. Detroit and Green Bay both 1-0. That's intriguing, an in-division game. And then, Washington and Arizona, you probably wouldn't highlight that one normally, but one of those two teams, excuse me, is going to be 2-0.
Yeah, that's going to be a whole lot of fun to watch. And how about the Sunday nighter? New England at Seattle. Cam Newton now leading the Patriots, and Russell Wilson was so sharp in the opener at Atlanta. And then, of course, on Monday night, the opening of the Raiders' new stadium with the Saints come into town. I'm really excited about that one.
And you said it well with the Raiders. If there was ever a stadium that looked like a Raiders stadium, it's that one.
It certainly does, doesn't it? And, I don't want to steal anything from anyone else or any movies or whatever, but the theme music, you got to know, is going to be dark and powerful, just like the Raiders want it to be.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down. Back now in Nashville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it with Henry. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete. Second and 10 now from the 27. Tannehill. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
They'll give Henry another shot. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
Stop
A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
3rd and goal.
They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
Ties the game at 7. Stephen Gostkowski.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one goes for 36 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
3rd down.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the blitz does come. He gets it to Brown, complete. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 44 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Ravens 14, Titans 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A.J. Brown, 55 yards. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point.
Stephen Gostkowski set to kick off.